Alright, so we're going to do a video on the basics of building a personalized deck. From Amazon, it's really cheap to actually just buy bulk cards. I got 1,000 plus Magic the Gathering cards for like $9, maybe a little bit more. It wasn't that expensive. Tons of cards, some of them are foil, some of them are not. Foil ones are really pretty. Should take these back ones out and put them in my land. And then also from Amazon, for another couple dollars, you can get 300 land cards. And even the 1,000 plus came with some land cards in as well, which I've mixed into the other land cards. So this is just all land currently. And then I purchased these off of Amazon just to split up by colors. And I can split those up really easily. These are cards that I took out of decks and just haven't sorted into my thing, so we can use those to build as well as cards in these boxes. What's in this box? Oh, just some leftover card covers. There's not anything big, but I'm going to show the basics of building a card of deck that you want to personalize. So put the land down here until we absolutely need it.
Should we do 40 card decks?
Let's do, 40 card.
Alright.
The hardest part is like keeping your card count down, because I always go through and find all the cards I want, and then I have to narrow it down from there. You want to have a good mix of creature cards as well as instants, enchantments, spells, artifacts, if you want to use some artifacts in yours. Artifacts are pretty nice occasionally. And then also I have like combination cards in here which require more than one color of mana to summon. And so they should all be separated out because I went through and organized them earlier based on it. Basically, if you see any ones that are off and thing right here, so this goes to black, and then starting right here is the creatures of multicolor. And then these are the artifact creatures, and then it starts with the instants, and then this one would be the multicolored instants kind of thing. Just so you understand my organization system there. Multicolor! And then these ones I just straight up haven't sorted through, so if you want to sit here and sift through some of those and find what you want, that's cool.
Alright.
I'm gonna go through some of these. When you're building a 40 card deck, generally I'd say 23 to 17 ratio is pretty good.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might want to do like a 22, 28, 22, 18, just somewhere within that range is usually good, because then you can get enough land cards to your creature cards. And you always want to decide on colors before you go into building a deck. So you decide where you want to have like an all white deck, like my cream deck here. I like to give my deck names. And so this is my cream deck, and it's made purely out of white cards. Only white land, white creatures, white spells, white enchantment. And it's just basically all white. I also have an all blue deck. Caitlin and I play the white deck versus blue deck earlier, and blue deck won, which was sort of saddening. Black is a really good, white and black is probably my favorite, and I'm going to decide to build a white and black deck for mine. I don't know what colors Caitlin will choose, but I want a white and black deck because I haven't built one yet. She called hers Oreo when she built one.
Yeah. My Oreo deck. I think I've only played with it once though, and I'm pretty sure I might have won actually. I don't know. I don't remember. I think I'm gonna try something I haven't tried before. I'm gonna try blue and red.
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah. Alright, so here's a bunch of blue cards.
I tend to avoid green, which is sort of interesting, because just personally I don't like green cards, because I've never had much luck with them. But other people really like green, so it all depends on personal preference once you start playing the game.
Yeah, I like green. I have a deck that's blue and green, which is pretty nice. I played with that earlier, didn't I?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's the one
I think
I
that's
brought.
the one you brought. Alright, so then you can pick out the blues and reds in there. So I'm just picking out all the blacks and whites and then going from there. And if you see any
That's
artifacts or artifact
land.
creatures, just throw it on.
Also land. Also land.
Oh, that is a lot of black cards. I'm sort of tempted to build an all-green deck at one point too. Just to see if I could get used to playing with green cards. Because some of them have some really cool abilities. It's going to be a white and black combination card. Ooh, Font of Vigor. I love that card. It's really fun because you play it, and then the next time if you have enough, you sacrifice it, and you gain 7 life. Now you know which card is going in mine, right? And this is what is known as a foil, because it has a sheen to it, if you look at it in certain light. But it's not that great of a card, it's just a regular card that's foil, so it's not like it's worth anything.
This card sucks. Why would you ever want it?
When Forge Devil enters the battlefield, it deals 1 damage to target creature and 1 damage to you.
And it's only a 1/1. That's like the worst card in existence,
Well,
bet.
there's sometimes that, like, they have, like, different cards that'll be like, if you deal 1 damage to yourself, it does something to your enemy or something.
Yeah,
I think
but
I've seen
at least
weird cards
then
like
it's
that
usually
before.
something good. I mean, 1 damage to your enemy, that's probably not going to even hurt their creature. Like, it's not going to kill anyone.
Unless they have, like, a 1/1. You could get rid of that. Play it
Yeah,
early
but
enough in the game.
I don't care about their 1/1s generally. I care about their 5/5s.
It's their 5/5s that are dangerous. What are you talking about?
Yeah, let's see. I like that card.
I think.
I usually.
Have you ever played against an 8/8?
That sounds terrifying.
I think I've seen an 8/8 in one of my things before, and I can't remember where it went. It was a green card.
Oh, wow.
And I know I own it. And it was terrifying, but I could never play it because it had such a high summoning cost
I bet.
that, like, it was impossible to play, so I could never play it in a game. That's maybe one of the reasons why I hate green, is because I could never play my powerful card.
Mm.
So anyway, if you see a really high green card somewhere,
Okay.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Usually when I'm doing this to start, I just sort them into cards I like and cards I don't. And then go from there.
I always tend to sort mine a little bit farther. I like to sort mine into instants and enchantments and sorceries, creatures, artifact creatures, kind of thing. And then from there I can choose what ones I want. This is an enchantment creature, so it can be used as an enchantment or a creature. Generally, I'll just throw those on my creature pile,
Alright,
because I consider them creatures.
And I also have a pile that I'm kind of neutral towards. In the middle right there. Like, I'll take it, maybe.
Those all go in that pile.
That one could be alright.
But everybody sorts these depending on how they view their cards, and I like to try and do a lot of team play. This one's another foil. I'll probably play it because it's not bad. It's a 3/2 human monk, but it's also a really common card, so it's not like it's worth big bucks, but they're nice to have every so often. Alright, so these are 2 artifact creatures, just in case you want to play with either one of those. Although I totally call the golem, so this is going in my deck. And if I know cards for sure that's going in my deck, I'll place them somewhere else. That way I have them, like these 2. Dragon Throne of Tarkir. Oh yeah, I got the Dragons of Tarkir deck. That's what these are! These have got to be from the Dragon thing of Tarkir that I got all those booster packs from. Can't even keep track of cards.
Ooh, that's a cool card.
Hi, Dad!
Alright.
I surprise.
Huh?
I liked my surprise.
You did, huh?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good secret, huh?
You did.
Thanks for the help.
Alright. Hey, the way we want to get you showered this morning. Really.
Yeah. Mom even called me because my phone died last night. And so I was working on charging it, and then Mom called me, and I just barely got her text, and I was like, hi? Because my phone obviously wasn't up. But.
That's good. Alright, gentlemen.
We had him out, but then he was causing trouble.
This will be a duplicate, but it's a pretty good card, so I might be okay with that.
Yeah, duplicates are generally okay with me as long as they're good.
Yeah, they're good. Let's see, how many do I have here? 1, 2, 3,
Oh, creature wall.
4,
Defender.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Well, yeah, but some of them need to be enchantments. Let's see, that's an enchantment.
It's always good to have a couple of these in the
Enchantment
deck.
creature, that's an instant.
straight
Sorcery. Sorcery. Alright, yeah, I'm pretty good on enchantments for these. Alright, those will be my 11 red ones.
I really like the Fauna Vigor, so I'm gonna put that over
And
there.
then I'll do 12 blue ones, and then I'll add in my land
The
last.
creature
That's
gets
usually what I do.
+2, +0 until on turn regenerated. It loses 2 life. That one's so stupid.
What?
Boon of Erebos. I just don't like it because, like, if you choose to regenerate the card, then you lose 2 life. And
Oh yeah, I don't like that one either.
it's just like, what is the point of that?
Yeah. There are some pretty bad cards, but most of them are good. So,
I'm gonna
or
use
at least
this
okay.
enchantment. I'm not gonna use that one. Do I have a sorcery?
Yeah, that one's cool.
And that one's like, well, I can make my opponent drop 2 cards and lose 2 life, but then that gives them advantage because they have 2 more cards. But then if you use it against yourself, you lose 2 life. So it's like,
Yeah.
wait. Have another
What, did you buy
ability.
some drill bits or something?
Yeah.
Why?
So that way I could have them for my hope chest.
Oh. You want to go outside, Phil? You want to go outside? Oh, yeah?
Personally, I won't use that one. I'll put that one in if it's gonna have Death Touch.
You don't need
I love Death Touch. Death Touch is a card that has the ability to kill its opponent no matter how strong it is. So even though this is a 1/1 creature with Death Touch, no matter how strong an opponent it's up against, it will kill it, which is nice. So you could block against an 8/8 like I was talking about earlier with it, and it would still die. You'd lose yours too, but theirs would die. I like that card, so I'm gonna put 2 in there if possible. Do I feel regrets? That one's not bad. Target creature gains Intimidate. I can't remember what Intimidate does. Oh, it can't be blocked. It tells me right on the card, and I'm like, I don't know what this is. Okay, so these cards I'm not going to do anything with, so I'll put them back over in this pile. Look at this, I already have 5 cards in there and I haven't even really done anything. You fell over. Okay, let's see how many cards I have. Six, 25. I have too many. They have other cards I want to put in there.
Alright, I have 12 blues and 11 reds, so now I'm going to add the land.
Land is right down here.
Okay.
So you don't want these ones then?
Mm.
Sort them later. Did you want these that are set down or?
No.
And these ones either?
Mm-mm.
Let's find. Let's put that one out. Okay, so I really like those two. That one's not that important.
Alright.
That one's a really good defender. That one's really hard to summon. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This one has enough. That one's just good to have for the first couple plays. That one's good. Defenders. Really strong one. This one's not that important. That one. And I definitely want 14, 15, 16, 17. This one.
Alright, this is my 40 card blue and red deck.
You build yours so much faster than I do.
I don't know. We'll see if it even
3,
works
4,
well.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Perfect. 18, 19, 20. 21, 22, and which card would you go for out of those 4 to finish it off?
Probably not that one.
That light bulb up there.
Oh, I didn't notice. The problem I can see with this one is the high summoning cost, but then it's also really strong for it.
Yeah, that's true. Do your other ones have really high summoning costs, or are most of them low?
Most of them are fairly low.
Alright, I'd probably go with this one then. If a lot of them were high, then I wouldn't, but most of them aren't. Unless you really want lifelink. And then this could also be useful if you have a really strong creature attacking you.
That's true.
So, unless you really want lifelink, I'd do either this one or the one that you just put in.
22, 23. Alright, so there's the 23. And then I'll just put these back and sort them into my other thing earlier. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a creature. How did that get in there? You know, besides the fact that it's awesome, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. $14, 15, 16, 17. But then I also want to go through, where are the special cards? They really don't make any half white, half black lands, which sort of is sad. Alright, so I'll go like this and trade out one of my swamps for this one. Just have to make sure I have 17. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Alright, 40 card deck. Alright, and that's the basics of building 40 card deck. 23 to 17, 24 to 16. Personally, 23 to 17 sounds better.
That's what I do.
It's hard to narrow it down though, so you have to be really picky about the actual cards that you put in. And then generally before you play, you really want to make sure it's shuffled up, so you can do it any way you want. You just really want to get the land interspersed between all of the creatures. How did I choose that? And then I guess in the next video we'll show you the gameplay between our two new decks.